All right, folks, let the president be the commander-in-chief. That's the subject of the riff. Lower court judges still trying to block President Trump's agenda. It's a terrible thing. The fact is, Mr. Trump was overwhelmingly elected by the voters, including the popular vote and the swing states. That fact seems to have escaped various judges on the judicial appeals ladder. But the Supreme Court was not elected by the voters either. Mr. Trump was. But Mr. Trump has already won a bunch of big ones on immigration, reducing the federal workforce and crime, so that's good. It's a pity the Supreme's had to rule on all these anyway. Essentially, they are reprimanding left-wing judges who literally make up stuff to block Trump, and then they get overturned. They just make stuff up. Here's two important cases that are outstanding. First, the firing of Fed member Lisa Cook. Her mortgage fraud allegations are very strong. Any CEO would have fired her. But the district judge literally made up an argument that, look, get this, government offices appointed by the president are somehow private property and therefore deserving of an appeals process. There is no such law. So now the Supreme Court is forced to rule, clog up their own schedules over something that should have been settled very simply. Mrs. Cook was fired by the president, and I believe she shall remain fired by the president. Then there's the case of the emergency tariffs, or IEEPA, that another district judge placed himself in front of Mr. Trump's entire reciprocal trade policy that is now in place literally around the world. Mr. Trump is using emergency powers because it's an urgent issue. The Supremes have set November 5th for a hearing. But trade policy is a crucial part of foreign policy, and foreign policy is the domain of the commander-in-chief. Every major trade decision or negotiation made by Mr. Trump, whether it's the EU or Japan or USMCA, Mexico, Canada, or China or India, all of it has enormous foreign policy implications, and that is a presidential commander-in-chief prerogative. The Supreme Court doesn't have to rule on this. And by the way, the Supreme Court is not going to want to get in the middle of a $300 billion some odd tariff rebate financial mess. Someday, perhaps local judges will muster some humility and let presidents elected by voters fulfill the policies that our democracy expects them to do. Lefty judges, get out of the way and let the president be president. And that is the rift